Hello, happy Wednesday. I just witnessed a chase through my backyard. But it's not the kind of chase you're thinking about. It's not the kind of chase that I had a few weeks ago through my backyard. No, this was a hawk being chased by crows. And I mean, those crows were hot on that hawk's tail. And they were flying about, I don't know, 5 feet off the ground. I mean, had I been standing back there, they would have probably slammed into my forehead, to be quite honest. They were that low to the ground. But the hawk has carried on. I don't know what he did to be chased by crows. Probably tried to steal their babies. But the crows said, "We will have none of this, sir or ma'am, whatever you are. Yeah, we will have none of this baby stealing or whatever." Yeah. Anyway, oh, by the way, I have a hobbit living under my house. It's not really a hobbit. See that hole? I think it's a chipmunk hole. A lot of people said groundhog. I've never, ever, ever in my whole life seen a groundhog in Marietta, Georgia. I don't know that I've ever seen a groundhog anywhere, but I've never seen one in Marietta, Georgia. I can't tell where I'm pointing. Did you see it? Anyway, I think it's a chipmunk hole. So my friend Kelly told me to go get mothballs. And, it's gotta hurt those moths to pull all those balls off. But anyway, I'm gonna go get some mothballs and toss them down in the hole. And that will cause the chipmunks to want to leave, because have you ever smelled of a mothball? Now that I mentioned mothballs, it reminds me that that's what my dad finally did to keep the squirrels and the flying squirrels and all the things out of the attic. He went and got mothballs. The problem was the entire house smelled like mothballs for a very, very long time. Yes, it was bad. So I hope that by throwing them in that hole that it doesn't smell up the whole house. But I also don't want to offer them free range living under my house. I got to go to the store, and I've got to get the mothballs, and I've got to get my boss's favorite candy because he's out, and I've got to get a couple of other things. So anyway, but the funny thing that happened, I don't care that it happened, I just thought it was funny. Over the weekend, I cleaned up in the backyard. I had some pots that were cracked. I had some, just stuff that I didn't want. An old birdhouse that everything was falling off of it. And it was actually a duplicate of one I had just like it. I mean, of course it was just like it. It was a duplicate, Tracy. But anyway, I was like, I'm just not going to worry about fixing it because I have another one just like it. I mean, things were falling off of it. I think it had been inhabited by bees at one point. Anyway, long story short, in my garbage can, there were a lot of little things. And there was an umbrella, a patio umbrella. And it had faded and it had laid out there and got dirty because every time I put it in the table, in the hole in the table, it would fly off because it's been so windy. And I know I can buy one of those things to put it in and put the water or the sand or whatever in it to hold it in place, but it was just never that important to me because I hardly ever sit out there anyway. I mean, I picked up the table and chairs at a yard sale, so I bought an umbrella to stick in it, and then I kept chasing the umbrella all over the yard. And so finally, I just put it in the trash. Well, this morning, on my first time out, I went with the dogs. And we didn't walk down the driveway. We walked across the yard. So it didn't really occur to me to look at the garbage. But then, when I came back in, I was like, oh, the rubbish bin is almost full. Let me gather the trash and take it down to the street, So I go gather all the trash throughout the house, the litter, all the things, and put it in the trash. And I'm taking it down the driveway to put it in the rubbish bin. I've been watching a lady who lives in England. So it's called Yorkshire. I don't think you say Yorkshire in England, but I think you say Yorkshire. Anyway, it's Yorkshire Peach because she's actually from Georgia. And I told her in the comments, I'll be back to my story in a minute. I told her in the comments, I said, I feel like we're twins even though you're a foot taller than me and look nothing like me. But I'm in Georgia and I like to talk like the British people. And you live in Leeds, England, and you're from Georgia. And she talks like the British people. But that southern whine, the southernness comes out in her British speak. She married a Brit, don't you know? But anyway, back to my story. Did I skip something? I don't know. Anyway, the umbrella. I put it in the trash, the rubbish bin, and I rolled it down to the street. Oh yeah, and then I took my trash this morning to add to it. And as I was walking towards my rubbish bin, I was like, there's something missing. The whole umbrella was missing out of my rubbish bin. And then I opened it to put the trash bag in, and some of my pots were missing out of the rubbish bin, which is fine with me because, hey, if you can get use out of them, I mean, they were cracked, but maybe you want to glue them back together. I have a million pots, okay? So I didn't need to spend time gluing them back together, but I'm glad that you want to and took them. I don't know if she took, she, I don't know what it was, took the birdhouse also. I didn't dig that far into it, but it just tickled me that sometime between last night around 8 o'clock when I went out to fight with the sprinkler again, because I can never get it in the right place, and I got soaked again, that between 8 o'clock last night and, I don't know, 9 o'clock this morning, someone robbed me of my garbage, which is, again, it's fine. And I told my neighbor, my boss, my neighbor, my friend, and she said, oh, I've got 3 of them. Maybe I should just lay them at the street. I said, yeah, because they might decide to put mine back in the rubbish bin and grab one of yours. They better not put it back in my rubbish bin after they pick it up today. But anyway, just put them at the street. Somebody will get them. And I might get rid of some more pots by just setting them at the curb and saying, free to a good home. Take my garbage. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Take it. Anyway, I've got to go back to the store to get the poor little moth's balls and all the things. So I may be back later, at least to say goodbye or something. Okay, bye. There's something buzzing in this thing. The thing that I can never remember the name of, there's something alive and buzzing. I heard it last night and I turned it on high, thinking it would suck it out. It didn't. I don't know if it's a bee. I don't know. Let's turn it on again. You want to?
Because that thing turns on high. Honestly, if a bunch of bees come flying out of there, I'm moving. I am just moving out of this house. I'm scared to open it. Because there's a thing that drops down that I can open. I'm scared to open it. Should I open it? I was about to leave to go to the store when I heard it again. When I heard it, the buzzing. I heard the buzzing. But on another note, look at that beautiful okra that I bought whilst I was at Sprouts. Some people don't like that I say whilst. They say, why do you say it like that? Because I want to. Why do you say it the way you say it? Because you want to, right? Right. Because that's the beauty about living in this world. We can pronounce words differently, okay? I can say whilst, while you say wow, or while, or however you pronounce it. I'm going to open it. I'm going for it. I mean, it probably needs to be cleaned anyway. Oh, gosh. Wow. Oh. Isn't that disgusting? But those were nasty, and they're gonna soak. I don't know when the last time I took them out was. I'm in the South, and I cook a lot with grease, okay? I'll be back.
Well, I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't know what to think because I left the house. Why are y'all so in the dark? I left the house to go to Target to get the mothballs, okay? Target doesn't carry mothballs, just in case you're wondering, or at least mine doesn't. She said, oh, they're on aisle 6C32. I was like, okay, what section would that be in? I mean, I'm going there, but because I thought I checked all the sections that might carry mothballs. You know what I'm saying? Like pest control and laundry, because people do use them for actual moths. They get in the laundry, right? Oh yeah, it's in the laundry section. I even checked in the cleaning aisle where the laundry, soaps are kept. No, So anyway, no mothballs whatsoever. So then I went to Ace Hardware and they had mothballs. And now my entire house smells like moth's balls, okay? It just smells like mothballs. All right. Now to the part that I don't know what to think. After I took these things down during the last part of this video, I put them in the sink to soak with a little bit of Dawn dish soap, right? No problem, right? Well, if you will remember, I don't know if you'll remember, but when the earlier part of this video, when I took these down, they were white, okay? And when I got home, the white stuff was peeling off. So what I'm left with is this beautiful shiny metal. So my question is, one of my friends in the comments here, one of my friends here that follows me, she has this same thing right here. Was that white stuff supposed to come off when they installed it? Because it just peeled right off like it was some sort of protective coating. And it was all bubbled up and peeling. So I just ripped it all off. And now what I'm left with is this beautiful, shiny... Did you hear it? Anyway, what I'm left with is this shiny metal. So I'm wondering, should all that have been taken off when they installed it? Or was it on there to make it easier to clean? I don't know. But it's gone because it was all peeling off, so I just helped it along. It kind of looks better with the silver, doesn't it? I don't know. That poor bee, or whatever it is that's in there, can't find his way out. Anyway, but mothballs are expensive. I don't know if you know that either. $17 for a box. Somebody's probably going to tell me they sell them at Dollar Tree. They probably will. I'm sorry, my dishwasher's going because I'm human and I wash dishes. Anyway, I am going to get these back up and go walk my babies. It's humid today. I don't like it. Oh, but I did come home with the mothballs and I poured them in the hole. I called my dad for assistance, not to help me pour them in the hole, but to be like, I'm trying to read the box here and it's got all kinds of weird instructions about pets and kids and not touching them and storage. And he was like, what? Just open the bag and pour them in there. I said, all of them? He said, yeah, pour all of them in there. And that's it? He said, yeah, okay. So they're stored in the back bedroom, which is probably not going to be good because it said a cool, dry place. Ain't nothing in this house cool and dry. My storage room is not cool and dry because the hot water heater's out there. Plus, it doesn't have ventilation, so when it's hot and steamy like today. Oh, not that it's really hot, it's just kind of steamy. Yeah, I don't know where to put them. I was gonna put them outside in the deck box, thinking it would probably help keep the snakes out from under it. I don't know, but it's not gonna be cool and dry out there. Lots of questions I have today. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. Well, the dogs and I are out for a walk. We made it all the way to the front yard. They're perfectly content, so I just sat down with them because why not? It's actually cooler now than it was earlier when I was out. It was muggy it wasn't hot, it was just muggy. If you know, you know, you know. If you know, you know, you know. Anyway, I hope y'all are having the best day ever. I hope you can come outside and sit on the lawn with your dogs and do nothing for 20 minutes. It kind of resets your soul when you can do this. Spend some time in quietness, in prayer, in meditation, or, you know, just talking to your phone like I do. Anyway, I hope you're having a great day. I just said that. I love you. Jesus loves you. And I hope he's coming back soon because my house smells like mothballs and people be crazy. Okay? All right. Love you, mean it. Jesus loves you. I've already said all that. I'm hanging up first, so you don't have to. But you can say bye first. Did you say bye? Okay, bye. I hope you said it because I'm saying it. Bye.